Oh, hey, welcome to another video. I was wondering if the video had started. It hadn't started yet. It's doing that circle thing because I think I paused it.
Two mysterious figures hide in the shadows. One of them senses something next second. The school bullies pass by and mocking them for their embarrassing situation. One of the students, Sam, can't take it anymore and charges at the bully, only to be pushed down in an instant. His friend John confronting against the bully, with a strange light emanating from his fists. Surrounded by numerous students, John, realizing his identity will be exposed, restrains himself and leaves with Sam.
There you go, John. Good boy.
It turns out that John isn't an ordinary human, but an alien from another planet. Months ago, in a moonlit dark forest, two mysterious figures hide in the shadows. One of them senses something unusual. Cautiously, he pulls out a machete to investigate. Suddenly, strange creatures surround them, beings they've never seen before. Fear grips a young man known as Number 3. In a panic, he tries to escape from these terrifying creatures, desperately looking for a way out. But then, a powerful Mogadorian commander, a fierce enemy, quickly catches up to him and snatches his pendant. In an instant, the commander ruthlessly kills Number 3, making him disappear like dust. Then, adding the pendant to his growing collection, a grim reminder that this tragedy is just one of many. The other young man disappears into the night, who has turned out to be John, also known as Number 4. John had spent a fun day at the beach with his friends, but as day turned to night, he suddenly feels a strange glow on his leg, causing him great pain. To his shock, he sees the ghostly figure of Number 3, urgently warning him of an impending danger. The people nearby can hardly believe their eyes. They pull out their phones to record this bizarre scene, teasing John for acting strangely. John struggles to breathe. Next second, he suddenly wakes up on the beach. He meets a man named Henri, who knows about their special abilities. Both Number 3 and John have guardians to protect them from harm. Henri notices the severe injury on John's leg and realizes what happened to Number 3.
Number 3's dead.
Without wasting a moment, he grabs John and leads him away from their beach hideout, making sure to erase any evidence of their happy day, including photos. As they travel together, John reveals an incredible secret. He and 8 other special kids have escaped from their home planet, Lorien, which is under attack by terrifying bald aliens known as Mogadorians. These aliens are hunting them down, trying to capture and hurt them, but they must do it in a specific order. The scars on John's leg show that numbers 1 and 2 and 3 have already been captured and slain. Now, John is next on their list. Henri gives him a new name and tells him he needs to hide to stay safe. They're heading to an old house in Ohio, believing it will be a safe haven. Inside the house, John spots a poster of local football hero Bernie Kosar. They have no idea a mysterious lizard is quietly following them. Henri works diligently to erase any information about John from the internet so the Mogadorians won't find him. Suddenly, a strange sound breaks the night's stillness, and to their surprise, the lizard transforms into a dog. John decides to keep this furry new friend and names him Bernie Kosar. Though Henri is initially skeptical, later that night, he secretly hides a mysterious box inside a wall clock. This special box once belonged to John's father, and they plan to open it at the right moment. Meanwhile, a powerful girl, known as Number 6, arrives at their hideout searching for John. But he isn't there. Instead, she decides to destroy the cabin, surviving a massive explosion without a scratch. The next morning, John changes his mind and decides to go to school. He promises Henri that he will fit in well, and before they part ways, Henri reluctantly hands him a phone.
Keep this on you, I'll call you every hour. If you don't pick up, I know something's wrong.
When John arrives at school, his loyal dog Bernie Kosar follows closely behind. While waiting for his class schedule, he catches sight of a girl named Sarah in the principal's office. She has just taken a secret photo of a teacher during class, and in that moment, John feels a strong connection to her. The school staff instructs Sarah and John to walk to his locker together. As they make their way through the bustling halls, Henri tries to reach John, but he doesn't answer. At this new school, John catches the attention of a boy named Mark and his friends, who approach him and introduce themselves.
You need anything, you ask us, okay? We got you.
However, once the bullies walk away, John notices Mark being really cruel to a nerdy boy named Sam. Mark tosses Sam's skateboard aside, but John, being kind-hearted, picks it up and offers to be friends with Sam. After school, John sees Mark bothering Sam again, and he feels a surge of anger.
Heads up! UFO, brother!
He can't stand the unfairness of it all, so he picks up a nearby ball and throws it hard. At that moment, he notices Sarah secretly taking his picture from a distance. This piques his curiosity, and he wants to learn more about her. That night, John discovers a website where Sarah keeps her photos. To his astonishment, he finds an entire album filled with pictures of him. Henri, concerned about potential danger, quickly deletes any trace of John from those photos.
Invisible. You heard me when I said that, right?
Meanwhile, the relentless Mogadorians learn that number 4 is still alive when they discover the charred remains of the cabin. The next day, as John sits in class, his hand begins to emit a brilliant, dazzling light called lumine. Henri notices that John's watch is also glowing with the same light, so he rushes to the school, worried about John's safety. Feeling scared, John goes to the janitor's room, trying to gain control over his new powers. When Henri arrives, he comforts John and explains that the light means John is starting to unlock his superpower. However, he warns John that he shouldn't return to school until he can control his growing powers.
So I got all these powers, but I'm not allowed to use them?
Exactly.
John is amazed by his new abilities and eagerly shows them off to his loyal dog, Bernie Kosar. Later that evening, when darkness falls outside, he sneaks out through the window to excitedly test his powers. He throws a rock into the sky and it soars high, almost reaching outer space. He jumps as well, floating gracefully back down, feeling free and powerful. Meanwhile, the Mogadorian commander acts strangely. He purchases unusual items and feeds them to a gigantic, mysterious creature barely visible in the shadows. While John is out, he unexpectedly runs into Sarah on the street. He asks her if she'd like to go for a walk, and she happily agrees. Sarah invites him to join for dinner, giving John a chance to meet her family. Sarah's parents, like her, love photography, and they suggest going to the town's nighttime carnival, which excites everyone. After dinner, John wanders into Sarah's room and discovers a scrapbook that reveals she doesn't like having her picture taken. Just then, Bernie Kosar starts barking outside, prompting John to hurry out. A jealous school bully watches them, feeling threatened by John and Sarah's new friendship. The next day, Sam approaches John, curious about what happened in class, when John's hand glowed. However, John doesn't share much. Sam seems worried about his friend and advises him to be careful around Sarah.
Mark James and his man-tards have it out for you.
As they speak, the bully Mark makes a joke and throws paint onto their lockers. This infuriates Sam, who confronts Mark, ready to stand up for himself. Sam is furious and attempts to attack Mark, but at that moment, John's hand begins to glow mysteriously again. Despite the chaos around him, John remains calm and decides to walk away from the fight. Feeling overwhelmed, he makes his way to the school bathroom where Sam shares a strange story about his dad. Sam explains that his father has been obsessed with aliens and has mysteriously vanished. He believes aliens are the reason his father left.
Used to think he was a genius. Had to. Nobody wants to admit their dad's a freak.
Later, John spots Sarah in the school hallway, but he avoids her. Meanwhile, Henri investigates the case of Sam's missing father. He discovers that Sam's dad conducts experiments in an old factory. Inside the factory, Henri finds strange symbols on a pillar and a glowing stone on the ground, which he learns is called a locator. Out of curiosity, he takes it home to study. In his room, John receives an unexpected invitation from Sarah to attend the spring carnival. At the festival, Sarah reveals her past relationship with Mark. She explains that after they break up, Mark spreads Sarah's secret in a hurtful way.
And when we broke up, that's what he told everybody. That I was a total bitch. And everyone listened.
Together, they ride in a creepy carriage through the dark forest, leading them to a terrifying place called Hell's Gate, where Mark and his friends cruelly attack them. Outnumbered, John is severely injured, while Sarah is taken by Mark. Sam watches from the shadows, witnessing how dangerous John's situation is. With no other choice, John uses his new abilities to rescue Sarah, nearly breaking Mark's arm in the process. Afterward, he safely brings Sarah home, and they share their first kiss. John realizes how strong he has become when he effortlessly breaks a lamppost with his hand, determined to reveal the truth. He goes to Sam's house and reveals his alien origins, confirming what Sam's father believed.
Yes! I knew he wouldn't just leave us.
John tells Sam to keep this secret as it could be dangerous. Sam agrees, understanding the seriousness of the situation. The next day, a local sheriff, who is also Mark's father, comes to John's house to ask about the attack on his son. John insists he hasn't done anything and hasn't even noticed when the incident occurs. Henri feels proud of John's progress, but he then notes that a video of John suffering in the ocean has gone viral online. He suggests they leave as soon as possible, but John refuses to go, feeling a strong connection to Sarah, which leads to a heated argument between them.
I'm not going.
Is this because of a girl? You're not my father.
Unfortunately, after a while, Henri is kidnapped, leaving John with no choice but to embark on a dangerous journey to rescue his guardian. He invites Sam to join him on this adventure. When they arrive at the place where Henri is being held, John instructs Sam to quietly follow a mysterious figure. As he sneaks into the house, he discovers numerous newspaper articles about missing persons. His search leads him to find Henri, injured and unable to move. Shockingly, John realizes that Henri has been kidnapped by two individuals who believe in bizarre theories, and they are sent by the Mogadorians. Suddenly, a terrifying Mog bursts into the room, attacking them violently. John and Sam manage to escape, but Henri has to face the alien enemies outside on his own. When Sam realizes he can't find the car keys, he begins to panic. John uses his new abilities to ignite the car, but just as they are about to drive away, the relentless Mog returns and fatally injures Henri. With his last breath, Henri hands John a special knife and a tracking device. He explains that Sam's father uses a similar stone to search for other Lorien kids like them. He urges John to find more of their kind before he dies, telling him that their combined powers might be the key to stopping the Mogadorians. Meanwhile, the aliens head to the conspiracy theorists' home in search of John and punish them for their failure. At the same time, local police arrive at John's house, labeling him a terrorist. Sarah begins to have doubts and asks her boyfriend to reveal the truth about who he really is. As they move, Sam tells John that he has another stone his father found during an alien hunting expedition in Mexico. Sam plans to go get it, with Bernie the dog ready to help him. Before they leave, John goes to Sarah's house to apologize and say goodbye.
Tell me the truth. Who are you?
However, their meeting is interrupted when the police arrive, cornering John and Sarah on the roof. In a heartbreaking moment, Sarah slips and falls from the edge. John quickly uses his superpower to save her, catching her in midair. Then, he lifts a police car with his mind, creating a path for them to escape from the approaching officers, once again showcasing his incredible powers. As tensions escalate, they make their way to the school, unaware that a convoy of Mogadorians is on the road, targeting Mark and his father. The Mogadorian leader orders Mark to bring them to John.
Tell me now, where is the boy?
While Sam quickly warns John of the impending danger at the school. As they bravely flee, Number 6, also known as Jane, appears with her unique weapon to help them fight against the alien enemies. A fierce battle breaks out, and Jane showcases her agility by taking down 2 formidable aliens. However, the Mogadorians strike back by releasing their powerful flying lizards. In a surprising twist, Bernie suddenly transforms into a terrifying creature, startling Sam. Amid the chaos, John and Sam manage to reunite, but the monstrous Bernie causes quite a stir at the school. Brave Bernie and John stand together to battle the giant monsters. After a long fight, they emerge victorious, but Bernie is injured and reverts back to his friendly dog form. After a challenging period, Jane encourages John to share his light with her to charge her power. Together, they press on to face the fearsome Mogadorians. Through teamwork, they succeed in defeating the chill enemies. John, Jane, and Sam hurry to the soccer field, where they find the Mogadorian commander and another powerful monster waiting for them. Combining their skills, John and Jane quickly take down the guards, posing a serious threat to the commander, but in a desperate moment, the monster captures Jane. Thinking quickly, John uses his power to charge her. In the end, Number 4 unleashes a powerful attack, causing a massive explosion that destroys the commander. Fortunately, both John and Jane survive, as she creates a shield to protect them from fire. The next day, they manage to connect the mysterious blue stones, leading them to the location of the remaining Lorien children. Suddenly, Mark appears, handing John Henry's mysterious box. Sam officially joins their team. They start a journey to collect other Loriens. To their surprise, the injured Bernie reappears. The group quickly leaves town, leaving behind all the chaos they experience.
Damn. That's what's up. Yo, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna try to get some gameplay.